K-12 Gallery in Tejas, Teen Educational and Joint Adult Studio, is a serious place for creative fun.
Hey there! We're going to quickly show you some of the processes involved with creating a stained glass work of art. The first thing you need to do is choose a template. This can be hand-drawn or can be chosen from thousands of free stained glass templates available on the internet. We recommend beginners select a simple template with less than 20 pieces. Once you've selected a template, you'll need to decide what colors will be used. Generally, we recommend using transparent instead of opaque glass. This allows the light to pass through the glass. Once you decide on your colors, you need to decide where each piece will go. Here the artist is numbering each shape in his template that will correspond with every piece of glass that he cuts. Next, you'll need to figure out the shapes and sizes of glass prior to cutting. This can be done by either measuring or by laying the glass directly on top of the template and then tracing the shape directly on the glass. We use a Sharpie marker to draw on the glass. Don't worry about the lines being visible, as these can all be removed later. There are several ways you can cut the glass. Small handheld wheel cutters are available to most people. Here the artist uses a table-mounted glass cutter that allows him to make larger cuts more quickly. Cutting the glass involves scoring it with a wheel along the drawn lines that line up with the template. Once you score the glass, you can break it using two different processes. The first involves using the ball end of a handheld glass cutting tool. Gently hold the glass as you tap along the section of glass that you just scored. The glass should break apart smoothly. The second technique for breaking the glass involves using runner pliers. Place the pliers on the edge of the scored line and gently break apart the glass pieces. At this point, you'll want to assemble your glass pieces and make sure they all line up correctly. The next step involves wrapping each piece of glass with copper foil. Here the artist is using a table-mounted mechanism that allows him to easily wrap each piece of glass with the foil. He smooths the foil around the edges of each piece of glass using a plastic tool. Arrange a few of the pieces together, making sure that they are aligned appropriately. The artist next brushes the copper foil with flux. The flux facilitates the soldering process, allowing the metals to be joined. Next, you'll solder the pieces. Here the artist is using a soldering iron to tack the pieces together. This is important to ensure that the pieces don't wiggle around while you're soldering. Next, the artist is going to carefully solder the seams on both sides of the glass. Here you can see the artist is melting a bead of solder on the soldering iron and then pulling it smooth along the seam of the glass. When the solder cools, it creates a strong bond between the pieces. To achieve this final look, the artist brushes a patina solution onto the soldering joints to create a different color. We also recommend creating a frame around the stained glass piece in order to make it more stable. We also recommend hanging your piece in a window so that way you can enjoy your creation.